What's happening, my Jack family? Coach Scott here. Welcome to another episode of the Jack That's for Life vlog, where I take you along behind the scenes with me, sharing every meal I eat for the day, footage from my training, and my overall active lifestyle. And today I want to talk about why the best way to get lean and stay lean after 40 is to be boring. And this topic was inspired by a post by Jonathan Goodman, where he mentioned that fitness done right is boring. That if us physique coaches, fitness coaches were to share everything we do, it wouldn't be very appealing because it is so repetitive. And I wrote a comment joking that, that's exactly what my Sunday vlogs are. You guys see the same stuff over and over again most of the time with these vlogs, and that is intentional. I want you guys to see that the key to getting lean and staying lean after 40 is to have simple structure in your life, to develop these habits, these routines that make this process effortless. And just because it may look boring because it is a lot of the same stuff over and over again, it is fun. Like, I love every aspect of this life. I love those first 3 meals that I eat each and every day are the same just about each and every day, but I look forward to those meals. I savor those meals. I love those meals. Again, if you think about it, it's a lot of what we typically do anyways. Even if you're living a somewhat unhealthy lifestyle, if you get up, you might have the same breakfast each and every day. You might go to the coffee shop, grab a muffin and a coffee. Lunch, you have a sandwich. Same kind of thing like when we were growing up. That's what I did. Breakfast was cereal. Lunch was a sandwich. Same snack after school. My parents had the same kind of dinners that they rotated through each and every week. So we tend to all be boring with our approach to our lifestyle and our nutrition and everything, but it's best to kind of fit it in a way that serves you best, like consume the foods that serve you best and allow you to perform your best, feel your best, live your life to the fullest. So let's get to those meals and get this discussion rolling. I'd love to hear from you. Are you very structured and routine with your lifestyle? Is your lifestyle boring, or are you all over the map when it comes to your nutrition? Is your fitness random? Is your lifestyle completely random? Drop a comment down below to share your thoughts, to share some insights into your lifestyle. And if you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get to the footage. Same old morning routine, waking up right around 5 a.m. No alarm, it is automatic for me. And I start things off with 2 cups of coffee. Today I'm going with I think it's called Kicking Horse Kick-Ass Coffee. It is a sweet, smoky, and audacious flavor. It is quite delicious. I add just a little bit of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk to this. And of course, morning snuggles. Always got to start the day. Morning snuggles, my furry homie Chiefy dog. Holy high winds, Batman. That was a blustery walk this morning. Still enjoyed every second of it. One of my favorite ways to start the day, just grounds me in the moment, starts my day with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. Got home and had a cup of hot chocolate. That has been it's the norm during the colder months. I wouldn't say I do that so much in the summertime, but still, it is a part of my boring daily routine. And right now, I am on to my breakfast morning shake. 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, an ass load of spinach, a banana, a scoop of protein powder, a tablespoon of premium raw black maca powder from the Maca team to optimize our male hormone health. Link down below in the description. Now, this is something that I have each and every day. I'd say chances are, like, maybe 1 or 2 times a month at the most, I'll have something different, but I look forward to this each and every day. It energizes me. I don't want anything too filling, like to load down my stomach in the morning, but I want something in me that's going to nourish my body and fuel a fantastic morning. And this is just loaded with nutrients, great for my gut health. I love the taste. I love the flavor. It's just, again, a perfect start to my day. So I am really looking forward to savoring every sip of this and charging forward with a very productive morning. Had an absolute blast, as always, training my in-person clients this morning. Got home and did some program design for a couple of my online coaching clients, and now it is time for meal number 2. This is my pre-workout meal that I have each and every day. This is probably the meal I look forward to the most. This, I would say, is my most satiating meal, the meal that fills me up and just provides me with long-lasting energy throughout the day. So I've got 4 free-range eggs from the local farm, one of my friend's farms. She's got some she loves her freaking hens. It's fantastic. I love it every time I go there to get my eggs. Just seeing the hens, seeing her goats, and just knowing where my eggs come from absolutely makes my day. And I mean, she got different kinds of hens that lay different colored eggs. So it's super, super cool. I've got some mixed veggies here with some pink Himalayan salt on top and some ground black pepper. Some ground black pepper on the eggs as well. Then I got 2/3 cup of oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, a tablespoon of black maca powder. Sometimes I'll use the morning motivator. When I don't use the morning motivator, I'll add some cacao powder to this. Just adds even more flavor. Sometimes I add a scoop of protein powder to this as well when I'm in maintenance mode, which I am right now, but definitely when I'm in a gentle surplus, I want to bump up my calories, bump up my protein intake, I'll add a scoop of protein to this. But this is a staple in my diet. It has been for years. If you've been following this Jacked at 40 channel for any length of time, you see this basically in every single vlog that I record. So looking forward to diving into this, and then I'll be working out in about 90 minutes. Just crushed another amazing workout. I'm gonna play some footage from my training throughout the week as I talk about what John was referencing in his post, that fitness done right is boring. And he mentions that, I mean, in order to kind of stand out in Instagram, a lot of these influencers are just trying to get like crazy creative with their exercises, like doing the outer thigh machine, facing backwards, standing up, and all these different crazy band shit, and just funky freaking exercise. It kind of ties into a lot of the whole muscle confusion thing that Beachbody was doing back in the day. But the best approach to getting lean and staying lean after 40, you shouldn't be making a ton of changes, actually many changes at all, from month to month in the short term. Like in, like, let's say an 8-week to 16-week time span, there should be, most of your training should be relatively the same. You follow the structure plan with just subtle little changes. So for example, with the Jacked at the 40 Club, the month of November followed a pull-push leg split. There's 6 workouts in that plan. Month of December, exact same training plan, only swapped out a couple different exercises, like a couple isolation exercises I just swapped out. Kept the core exercises in place that we wanted to progress with, and swapped out the advanced training technique. So for one exercise per body part per week, throw in an advanced training technique. Last month, the month of November, it was rest pause times 3. This month it is drop set. So, but the plan is same split, 99% of the exercises are exactly the same, just subtle little swaps out, and then swap out the intensity technique just to get a little tiny bit of variety in there to keep the enthusiasm sky high. But most of it is very similar, the same, so you can continue progressing on that plan. So I like to follow a training split for at least 8 weeks, oftentimes 12 weeks, sometimes 16 weeks, depending on the split, how well it's going, and just continuing to make subtle little changes with those splits. And then I completely change up the training split for some bigger variety. But again, for the most part, we're keeping in a lot of the same compound movements. A lot of the same lifts remain the same, especially ones that we know our body responds to really well. Just kind of getting a little fun, getting a little creative with some of the isolation exercises. And then just swapping out advanced training techniques from month to month. I think you can keep the plan exactly the same, but swap out the intensity technique. So one month it could be the rest pause time 3. The next month, drop sets. The next month, loaded stretch. The next month, super slow negative. Next month, mechanical advantage superset. There's so many. You can keep the workout exactly the same, but pick one exercise that you incorporate that advanced training technique with, and change that training technique from month to month. Simple little ways to keep the variety, a little bit of variety in there to keep your enthusiasm sky high, but keep the bulk of the program the same so you can progress with that, master the movements, and create that adaptive response that's going to cause your body to grow, to improve, to make those changes. So that is fitness done right, the boring way, but it's boring because it's a lot similar, but I don't consider my training boring whatsoever. I have a freaking blast in there. I look forward to every single training session, and I love walking out of the gym feeling empowered, proud, just charged up for the rest of my day as I am right now. Even when I'm pushing myself hard, I'm giving everything, I leave it all on the gym floor, feeling like physically exhausted, I come out like charged up, knowing that I want to give the best of myself to the rest of the day in everything that I'm doing. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of my day. Oh, and on a not so high note, happy note, some ding dong opened their car on my Jeep. Little ding in there by a ding dong. I mean, this parking lot is, and there's cars and there's tons of space, and I park like near the end of the parking lot so I can avoid people hitting my car. Why someone pulled up, there's so many different spots available here. They pull up next to me and then open their door into my Jeep. What can you do? It's not going to harm me in any way, shape, or form. It's just a little frustrating. It's tough. How do you deal with these things? Do you let it fester and eat you up inside? Or do you try to just let it go? It's material things that can be replaced, things that can be fixed. At least I got my health, at least I got my happiness and all the other stuff. I got my family, holiday season, still gonna spread the cheer, spread the happiness, try not to let this get me down and impact everyone else around me. So, is what it is. All right, time to get that post-workout meal. On to meal number 3, my post-workout meal. This is probably the smallest meal of the day, but it ties me over until dinner time. I've got 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt in here, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, and a tablespoon of the morning motivator from the Maca team, linked down below in the description. It's got 10 grams of maca in here, a blend between the yellow, red, and black maca, ideal for optimizing our male hormone health. There's some raw cacao powder in here, absolutely delicious. Raw coconut sugar, as well as some raw mesquite and raw lucuma, just all of them adding some incredible flavor while helping optimize our male hormone health. So I'm going to enjoy every bite of this. Again, staple in my diet each and every day, whether I'm trying to lose fat, build muscle, maintain my weight. Sometimes I'll add a scoop of protein powder in here if I want to bump up my calories a little bit more, and it adds even more flavor into the mix. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Again, each and every day, a staple in my diet. Boring, simple, routine structure that I look forward towards, and thrive from. So those are the first 3 meals that I have each and every day. Well, at least most days of the week. The shake, I mean, I really don't change it up. I might change up the protein powder, which will add a little bit of different flavor in there. On the odd occasion, I'll add in some different berries instead of the banana, but I do prefer the banana in there. Instead of the eggs, veggies, oats, and berries, I may substitute the oats and berries for toast and have my eggs sunny side up, which I absolutely freaking love. It's like, that's a treat to me. That's living dangerously, living on the edge. Having 2 slices of, usually it's a multi-grain toast, some sort of like 12-grain bread or something like that. And that third meal, the Greek yogurt and berries, I mean, that's basically what I have each and every day. Like I said, I might add some protein powder to that. Days where I do have a cheat meal or a cheat day or something like that, that is the little meal that I'll usually take out. So it'll save me about 300 to 400 calories there, that I can allot to a treat. If I'm gonna have chips at night or go out and dine at a restaurant or something like that, and I wanna make a little bit extra room to enjoy that meal guilt-free and not exceed my calories and not feel overstuffed at the end of the day, that's a simple little substitution that that I'll make there. But typically those first 2 meals are 100% staples that I have a tough time. Like if I don't have eggs one day, I feel thrown off. Like I feel like I'm missing out on something. If I don't have my shake, my morning is just thrown off. So like I said, it's habit, it's routine, it's mindless, it's effortless, but it serves me, and it may be boring, but I freaking love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So that is the way you want to be. You don't want to have habits and routines that you're like, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. No, you want to do that kind of stuff. You want to eat those kinds of foods. You want to train in the way that you are training. So it's a desire to it is the key to creating your habits that are going to serve you well. It's dinner time, baby, and this is where I get a little bit of variety in my meal plan. But still, I typically, have a lot of the same meals from week to week. There's probably 3 to 4 staple meals that I have most often. This is definitely one of them. So I've got a cup of basmati rice that I cooked in the rice cooker along with some spicy Thai broth. I've got a red pepper, an orange pepper, and typically I will use chicken in this, but they were actually out of chicken breasts at the grocery store on the way home, so I used pork instead. I got 3 pork fillets in here, and I fry this up in some fajita seasoning. I do the same thing with the chicken, so this is something that I usually have once a week. Most times. Every once in a while I'll skip it. I might have 1 week where I go without it. But something like fish, veggies, and rice, or fish, salmon, veggies, and sweet potatoes, that's something I typically have twice per week, sometimes 3 times per week. It's one of my favorite meals. So certain meals that I have all the freaking time, my kids and I, we do love Taco Tuesday. We usually have that once or twice a month at least. So there's some staple meals that I rotate through. Typically, I have about 7 to 10 meals that I rotate through the month, but like I said, there's some that I'm going to have a little bit more frequent than others. So I'm really looking forward to diving into this. I'm salivating. I've got a hungry Chiefy dog right here waiting for some as well. Just got in from my evening walk with Chiefy Dog, and I absolutely love getting out for evening walks this time of year, seeing all the different Christmas displays around the neighborhood. The only thing that would make it nicer, in my opinion, is if there was a little bit of snow on the ground. I'm really hoping for a white Christmas. Not so sure it's in the cards for us. They do say we might get a light dusting on Christmas Day. Last year was spectacular. We got a nice little snowfall on Christmas Eve and into Christmas Day. It was gorgeous. It's still freaking windy out there. You can see the waves splashing up over the break wall, strong winds coming from the west and the waves crashing up there. They do say it's supposed to calm down in the middle of the night. I hope so, 'cause it's been it's been a few days of some really strong winds around here. But that is part of my daily routine as well, like the morning walks, the evening walks. It's all part of my daily structure. Now it's time for my wind down time, my evening routine here, where a new part of my routine is, like, I used to do some stretching at night. Now I'm doing 10 to 15 minutes of yoga most days. Days that I don't work out, I'll do 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes of yoga. And I have absolutely been loving it. It is doing wonders for my physique. Like, I'm really feeling like I'm limbering up, like loosening up here. I got more mobility. I'm not as stiff. I'm not as tight. I'm just feeling a lot more mobile. I'm feeling a lot more athletic. I just feel better overall. But I also love the spiritual aspect of it all, the connectedness of it all. So it's been a really great addition to my daily routine. And after the yoga, I do a little bit of self-massage with the ached away massage gun here, working out some of the knots and trigger points in my muscles. Link down below in the description to save yourself $25 on this bad boy. I absolutely love it. Out of all the massage guns I have reviewed and tried, this is my absolute favorite. It's the most powerful. It gets deep down into those muscles without me having to force or apply much pressure with this gun. So absolutely love that gun and part of my routine. And then I'll listen to a meditation audio and wind down into a deep sleep. But tonight I'm going to change my routine up a little bit and going to be watching a Christmas movie. Last night I watched The Santa Claus. Tonight I'm going to be watching The Santa Claus 2. I love Christmas. I am just a kid at heart. So I am going to be like, right now until Christmas Day, I will be just binge watching Christmas movies one after another. So really enjoying that. But I gotta tell you, like, the whole thing, like, the benefits of having this simple structure, this routine, this what would be considered a boring lifestyle, which I absolutely love. I thrive from. I look forward to every single aspect of my day. But the benefit of it is it's mindless. It doesn't take much of my mental capacity. It doesn't take any willpower or anything to do this. It's just automatic behaviors. It's mindless. It's effortless. I thrive from it. I love it. And it's, again, like I've been talking about the book, The Hungry Brain, Mindless Eating, and those books have talked about how, like, too much variety, too much flexibility in your day, in your nutrition and everything makes it a lot harder to stick to your diet. It makes it more likely that you're going to overeat. And one of my clients has been sharing with me this week, he just finished reading The Hungry Brain based on my recommendation. I was getting ready to start mindless eating. He realized that he was trying to make all his healthy foods, like, taste spectacularly delicious, like almost make it taste like it's junk food, like it's treat food. And it's one thing to enjoy your meals, to make tasty, savory meals. Like I love the meals I had today, like adding cacao powder to the oats. Everything has great flavor to it. But when you're really trying to dress things up and make your taste buds dance and all that stuff, it can make it harder to control yourself. There's stuff that goes on, the wiring in your brain. So he made some alterations to his diet. So he's now consuming a little bit more of a bland diet, taking away some like the sweeteners and stuff like that. And it's done wonders for his appetite control. So really great seeing how simple structure in his nutrition and lifestyle has been paying off for him, but also just subtle little changes throughout the day and kind of making things a little less tempting for him to overeat and to not crave other stuff. Like he's finding his willpower so much better because he's not eating. It's like the more junk you eat, the more you want of it. So it's really great seeing how that has impacted him. Now, again, like I am very structured. I am very routine. But I do allow myself flexibility. There is some flexibility in my life. Like tomorrow, Friday, Noelle, my daughter, and I are going to be going out for sushi for lunch. And then we're going to go watch matinee show the new Spider-Man coming out. So it's opening day tomorrow. We are stoked for that. We might get some popcorn. It'll depend. Chances are we're not. Like usually when we go out for sushi beforehand, we're not hungry. We don't. So if we get to the show, we're not hungry. We're not going to have popcorn, even if we really want movie popcorn. We just don't. Both her and I don't like to feel stuffed. We don't like to feel full. So chances are we probably won't. But I'm open to it. If I'm hungry, if I don't pig out on sushi, if I'm not eating, if I eat just the point of lightly satisfied, then I'll grab some popcorn. But I'd rather have a little more sushi than popcorn. So because we're having sushi for lunch, tomorrow I'm going to have my shake, and then I'm going to work out right after the shake. And the sushi will be my post-workout meal. So I'm not going to have the eggs and the oats. Chances are I'm not going to have the Greek yogurt afterwards as well. So the sushi will replace those two meals, and then I'll have a normal dinner at nighttime. So there is some variety there. And then Sunday, Noelle and I are going to go out to a Christmas light display where they got different vendors out. A great vendor who makes the most delicious churros, and there's some waffles on a stick or something like that. So we're going to be treating ourselves then. That'll probably be a day again where I'll eliminate the Greek yogurt and probably reduce the portion size of my eggs and the oats leading up to that, or maybe reduce the portion size of my dinner. So I always have room for flexibility, but honestly, like I love the structure. I love the meals that I eat. And that's the stuff that I crave most of the time. So I'd love to hear if you are very structured and routine with your eating, or if you're all over the map, if you would consider your lifestyle pretty boring, or what you have learned, what you have gathered from today's vlog here. If you're benefiting from seeing how structured and routine I am, and what you would like to see more of. Like, do you enjoy seeing how structured and routine I am, or do you really enjoy seeing the days where I do have like all out cheat days, or including the cheat meals, or doing stuff that's different from the norm? It keeps it nice, exciting, and fresh. I like to incorporate those in there from time to time to give you some variety, give you some insights into my overall life, my thought process, what I'm about, all that kind of stuff. I like sharing all that kind of stuff. So I'm rambling at this point, so I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's Jacked After 40 Life vlog, please do me a favor and share it with them. Before you go, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, and don't forget to download your free guide, Shredded After 40. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.